What's up, YouTube? Been gone for a little bit. Getting back into the swing of things. Jumping from place to place as far as where I record and um, keeping the content coming. Right now, I'm just writing a lot. I haven't been posting a lot of videos, but as of I would say within the next week or two, getting a new studio or new content shooting studio, getting redone and all that other stuff. So, needless to say, I'll be making more reels and videos and getting back to the swing of more YouTube videos in the weeks to come. But um, just wanted to tap in. It's been a little while and really just touch on two topics, kind of merged into one, all under just the act of mindset. Um, And I know you hearing mindset everywhere. That's what everyone's talking about. That's what everyone's doing. But I think that's more or less a good thing. If people are realizing that there's a wake up, like more or less a conscious wake up of seeing where the world is going, and you have more people doing their best or playing their part, I guess, in society and doing their due diligence. Sorry, of trying to wake people up. I think that's a good thing. I think we're in a good time where a lot of people are realizing that the system that's been created is just bullshit. We Everyone has been fed lies, like lies on a continuous basis, and obviously it started as children about how the world works, and now we're seeing a system beginning to collapse, and that's a good thing. That's a great thing, and I think the harder the fall with the system, the stronger the rise is going to be, and where I think real leaders, real individual thinkers, thought leaders are going to begin to emerge and not just set like a stake in the ground and say, "Hey, I'm important and the way I think is the way you should think." I think it's just opening the door for more expansive thinking, more leaders who have the ability to broaden the horizons and the collective conscious of human beings, helping them to tap into their own and their potential. I'm all about um anyone whose mind is open to the truth, and the truth being their truth. You know, do I have opinions on things? Of course, but I can't tell another person how to live. I can't. That's not my place. Um, there's thoughts that I think personally. There's there's ideas, there's values, and there's particular morals that I follow that benefit me and my family, but I can't tell another person how to live. I think as long as we come to an agreement that as long as your ideals don't impose on mine, do what you want, bro. I really it don't matter. Um, but nonetheless, don't want to stray too far and digress. The two topics that I was talking about when I initially started the video is obsession and adaptability. And people, when they hear the word obsession, that's like, bro, are you good? Why are you so fascinated with this one topic? Why is this all you talk about? Why is this all you do? Are you okay? You need to get out the house. Now, there's good obsessions and bad obsessions. Obviously, staying in the house, being obsessed with things you shouldn't be obsessed with. If you're obsessed over a particular person, get help. If you're just obsessed over anything that leads to, I guess, the degradation of your own life, if it leads to like a moral downfall where it's just leading you down a negative path. No, I'm not talking about that kind of obsession. And yeah, not that obsession. The obsession I'm talking about is an obsession in a work, an obsession in a craft, something that builds you up mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. Check all the boxes financially. But I think where all those other boxes that I talked about, it all begins with mental. It all begins under the first box, which is mental. Before anything manifest into the physical reality, it was conceived in the mind. So I think that if you're gonna become obsessed with anything, make it something worth your while and worth the while of others, so that they too can reap the benefits of it. I don't think we have enough obsessed human beings, and so just some figures that I'm thinking about off the bat. Um, we can talk about activists: MLK, Malcolm X, Garvey, Frederick, um, you know, Tubman, right? Just throwing some major black figures out there that was obsessed with the thought process of seeing people that they loved in their own be set free. You know, and you got the Nietzsche, the Frederick Nietzsche's, and who else? The Machiavellis, music wise, you got the Schopenhauers, you got the Mozarts. So I'm just thinking of people, and each person is gonna be, each person I mentioned, they have their own place in history because of the fact that they were just obsessed with the idea of reaching that next stage, of reaching that next level. And I think we live in a time where it's very dangerous, but it's full of opportunity. So you kind of have to realize where you are on that line. It's a very great time. It's a very powerful and great time for opportunity, because the amount of tools and resources that's afforded to you. We're in the age of information. You got AI. Like, everything you kind of need is here. But being so saturated with opportunity, leads to an excessive amount of choices. And when there's a lot of choices, most people just choose nothing. It leads to comfort. It leads to this kind of thought process and feeling of seeing life as, well, I have all the time in the world. I have all the choices. I have all the possibilities being handed at my feet. I don't need to act in the moment because I'll always have tomorrow. And tomorrow will not exist for a lot of people. Might not exist for me. So I don't want to put other people out there like it's just them. It could happen to me. It could happen to anybody. So just to say that we need to live and start, exploring the place of obsession for a particular work, a purpose, a mission, something that calls us to become more, do more, so that we can have more in this lifetime. And I'm not just talking about material things, cars, money, all those other, like, all that other stuff is cool. It gets old. It gets old. I'm talking about reaching a spiritual plane, a conscious plane where you're seeing life from a whole different lens, from a whole new paradigm. That's the kind of obsession I'm talking about. And being around an obsessed person or group of people, it just forces you to rise up. It forces you to level up. It changes your perspective on the world. And a lot of people are living through the lens of their own perception. But when you can come outside of yourself and see other people's perspectives, an obsessed person's perspective, it makes you question your own path, which is good, because at times we get comfortable, right? Like I said, we live in a time where it's just ev- you're saturated with comfort, pleasure, entertainment, you know, and I think these things jade the view of a person, and it makes you get comfortable. And when you're comfortable, you're stagnant. Anything stagnant is not growing. You know what I mean? So, and that other topic I was talking about is adaptability. The world is changing at breakneck speed, and I'm noticing, just as I continue to live and grow and get older and see the world from where it used to be, because I'm a 90s baby, right? A lot of people don't want to change. They're staying in the same place. They're living with the same mindsets they've always had. And so they're seeing the world change right in front of them, and they're struggling. It's a real struggle to see, a world that you weren't necessarily born into, and you may not see how you can navigate through. But I think that lack of adaptability is what's causing a lot of people to die mentally before they even die physically. Most people are struggling because they don't see how they can how their old world can fit into this new world. And I don't think that was ever supposed to happen. Like all things that exist, you were always supposed to grow. You were always supposed to become more than what you were, from year to year, month to month, week to week. You're not even supposed to be the same person you were yesterday. And that doesn't mean that you turn like bipolar, right? Or schizophrenic. You die, and no disrespect to anybody with any mental health issues. So that's not where I'm going here. But I'm saying as an individual, you should be growing and becoming a more extraordinary person from day to day. And that don't mean you need to take quantum 50%, 100% leaps from day to day. That just means that you are making the active choice to be better than you were yesterday, to get 1% better than you were yesterday. So I was just on my heart. I haven't posted in a while, like I said, more or less a check in. This video won't be edited. I'm just going to upload it, shotgunning. Um, Dropping my reality creation blueprint the next couple of days, for anyone who's just looking to level up mentally. 6 modules. Um, yeah, I go over the basic premise of the things I was talking about in this video. Landing page will be, in the video also, description and all that other good stuff. But nonetheless, keep growing, keep evolving, get 1% better today. And if the day is ending, get 1% better tomorrow. God willing, if we're able to see it. Peace and blessings. Love you all. Become more, do more, have more, create your own reality. See you on the next video.